Alright, so I've decided to come at this video with a more calm approach because all I want to do is scream and yell. So I'm going to try to not do that because, you know, screaming and yelling never gets anyone's points across. Well, it depends, but usually not. So I'm going to try to come at this with a cool, calm, and collected approach. Even though all I want to do is just freak out because topics like this really trigger me, very few things in this world really get under my skin, really piss me off, make me see red. And today's topic is one of those topics, so I'm going to try to not freak out and stay calm. Now, if you've been following my channel for even a little while, you might know that I'm a huge advocate in protecting our children, protecting their youth, their innocence, protecting our children from indoctrination and brainwashing into some sick, perverted ideology, some sexual ideology. I'm an advocate in protecting our children from sexual predators, from the sexualization of children. And when these sick people prey on a child's innocence, when they prey on their vulnerability, when they take advantage of how impressionable they are, when they try to sexualize them, normalize their sexuality at such a young age, it boils my blood. And now we have a school which was caught grooming children. That's right, 2 teachers at a California school were reportedly coaching, aka grooming, a 12-year-old girl into believing that she is a transgender and identifying as a transgender behind her parents' back. And not only that, the school also changed her fucking name and her pronouns without informing her parents. And not only that, the school also knew that her daughter, this 12-year-old, was suicidal. And they did not inform her parents. But I mean, why would they? Because getting caught was not part of their plan. It's a secretive, sick, deplorable, abhorrent indoctrination of your children behind your back, behind closed doors. This should piss you off. This should piss off everybody because this is not just happening at this school. This is happening fucking everywhere.
Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks.
And welcome back to DarthNews, special edition. This shit has to stop right now. So let's go ahead and read today's article, then let's go ahead and watch the video pertaining to today's article, because there is a video of the mother freaking out on these teachers in front of the school board, in front of other parents, letting her case, her story be known to everybody. And this shit is going viral, and it should go viral because this is important. This affects your children. All right, Applejack, hit it. All right, so we are over here at the Epoch Times for the article. They say parent says daughter was coached on LGBTQ identity at California school, saying that it made her feel very, very small as a parent. I was unaware of anything. Conan claims that one of the teachers coaxed her daughter to join a lunch hour, quote, equality club and become affirming her daughter as transgender. Near the end of the 6th grade, Conan's daughter told her that she might be bisexual, and by the middle of 7th grade, Conan was called to the school for a meeting with her daughter, a teacher, and the school principal. The teacher told Conan that her daughter was trans fluid. The student's mother, Miss Conan, says, quote, I sat across the table and I was crying. I was trying to absorb everything. She says, they kept looking at me angrily because I kept saying she, and it was going to take me time to process everything. They're getting mad at her because she's referring to her own daughter as she. She said, I was very confused. I was very upset. I was blindsided, completely blindsided. The teacher accused Conan of not being, quote, emotionally supportive of her daughter. Is this a fucking joke? Oh my God, my hair is on fire right now. Wow. Okay, let's take that back. The teacher accused Conan of not being emotionally supportive of her daughter, who was to be called by a new name and male pronouns and would now be using the unisex restroom at school. Dude, fucking kill everybody. I felt like she completely coached my child, Conan said. That's exactly what she did do. And then within a few days of the meeting, the King City Police Department showed up at her door and told her that there had been a complaint made to Child Protective Services, the CPS. So the police then questioned her 2 children and asked them if they wanted to be removed from the home. Is this a fucking joke? Miss Conan says, they made me feel like a monster. God damn it. But Conan complied and then took her children to meet with CPS that week. And according to Conan, CPS dropped the case and did not demand that she call her daughter by masculine pronouns as her teacher had insisted. You mean demanded. I wonder who's the one that fucking filed the police report, the complaint to CPS or whatever. I bet you it was the fucking teacher. After several meetings with the teachers, Conan then discovered that the school knew her daughter had searched online for information about suicide, but never told her about it, she said. That is criminal. That is criminal. That has to be against the law. Someone needs to go to fucking prison. Oh my god, can you imagine as a parent being called into the school for like a random impromptu emergency meeting with a principal, a teacher, and your 12-year-old daughter? And when you get there, they tell you, your daughter is actually a trans fluid individual and will now be referred by he, him, his pronouns. And we also changed your daughter's name. Not legally, but in all the books. Yeah, so... I'm sorry, you did what? What did you do to her? She's my daughter. Yeah, see, you can't keep doing that. You can't keep referring to, him as she. It's offensive. It's pretty clear that you're not really emotionally supporting your daughter. I'm not emotionally supporting my daughter. This is the first fucking time I'm hearing about this. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, this isn't looking too good for your cause. I recommend just lying low for a while. You'll be contacted by somebody of an official ranking very soon. Just go on home now and take your son with you. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but this is my daughter. She, her, hers. Okay, but for real, I do have a serious question. Why would CPS even investigate such a perverse matter? Why would they even take this kind of a complaint seriously? This is fucked up that they're even showing up at this mother's house. Can you imagine if not only you had to go through this kind of ridiculous meeting with the school, a few days later the police show up at your fucking house? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that shit? I swear to God, the second I would have opened the door and they told me the reason that they were there, I would have went to jail for assault. I would have just, like my body would have just went in autopilot and just compulsively punched the officer in the face. Just because out of the it's like, this is not happening. You know what I mean? Like this is scary shit. This is a authoritarian future. Why the fuck Child Protective Services is even like engaging with this kind of complaint blows my mind, and it worries the fuck out of me. It scares me, and this should scare all of you, that they are enforcing these type of draconian, cult-like edicts. I mean, don't get it twisted, my friends. This is a cult. And I'm not a parent, but I sure as shit am not letting my children anywhere near these cults, which is why when I have kids, they are not going anywhere near a public school. But it doesn't just stop there. It doesn't just stop with, keeping your kids homeschooled. You have to start defunding these public schools. These schools aren't just teaching math. They're teaching your kids that math is racist. They're not just teaching your kids history anymore. They're teaching your kids that all history, American history especially, is racist. That all white people are racist. Teachers aren't just teaching kids biology. They're teaching them that there's no such thing as sex or gender. Do you see what's happening? If you are not aware of this, I hope to God you're waking up. All right, I hope you're still with me, because now we're going to get into the main event. This mother speaking out against these teachers in public. So let's see what she has to say, and let's hear how emotionally impacted she is from this, what any normal person would call a traumatic experience. Applejack, hit it.
No. Let these teachers come in and act as if they have nothing wrong. They've done nothing wrong. A mistake? How long of a mistake? How many mistakes are we going to take before my child almost lost her life? They didn't tell me that my child was suicidal. You allowed these teachers to open their classrooms teaching predatory information to a young child, a mindful child that doesn't even know how to comprehend it all. How do you not know what was going on your own campuses? Did you think that no parent would ever come forward? You will not quiet me today. I will stand here today and protect my child along with every other child who has not come forward yet. Do they have psychiatry degrees that I was unaware of? Because I didn't hire them. Okay, I did not hire them to sit there and nitpick my child's brain. You took away my ability to parent my child, even before I had any knowledge. I didn't even get to show support. You asked for support, I didn't get a chance. You planted seeds, Miss Caldera and Miss Baraki, Mr. Baraki and you, Miss Pagarin. Your job was to educate my child in math, science, English, etc. Do your job and let me do mine. They assumed that my child needed your aid and resources. They pushed it in the face. And tonight, I will stick up for her. Miss Caldera, you're guilty. Miss Baraki, you're guilty. You changed her personal documentation, her gender, her name, her email. I authorized an AKA added to her attendance because I wanted to be supportive. But guess what? She's allergic to bees. Her medical record says a birth name, and you changed it. Who administers that now? Not everything, not me. You guys did this on your own accountability, and you've gone too far. They downgraded me in front of my child and allowed me to question myself as a mother. You sat there and told me how my child was going to be. And then you wrapped your hands around her while I sat across the table and cried. Because you thought you could be there better than I, and I never got a chance. She was scared to even say anything. Your guys'
And that about wraps up all I have to say on the topic. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you. I appreciate the view. And as always, don't you dare forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the fucking bell. And as always, don't you dare forget to pull out. That is POO fucking L. And please, if you want to help, if you would like to support the channel because I'm completely demonetized, please feel free to do so. You can help support me just a little bit more than a like or a share or a subscribe by joining me on Patreon. If you want to do that, you can donate as little as $1 a month. It goes a long way. Or you can go to my Cash App and donate as little as $1 one time. I mean, it's like giving a bum a dollar bill when you're walking down the streets, you know? I'm the bum, and I'm begging you for your dollar. Or you can go to my merch store and buy some merch. That also helps support the channel because you're repping my brand as you go about your daily life or whatever. Or don't. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. What does matter is protecting our children. So if you disagree with this perverse indoctrination of our children, of our youth, of the next generations to come, smash like to help fight back against this goddamn cult. I'll see you later. Darth out. Oh yeah, stay Darth.
What's up? And I looked back up at her and I said, freedom! The value of educators when they had to pregnant kids. It actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage, but yeah.
Meet me in the genderless restroom just to find out I'm crazy. You're the max headroom. Lefties always focused on the doom and gloom while the sound of my mic dropping on them goes boom. Yeah.